This is a favorite verse of Jehovah's Witnesses. I'm sure when you study cults, you'll come across this. I want to tell you that we 21st century people, we should try to access some of the ancient creeds. Now, I am quoting from the Athanasian Creed. It's a 6th century creed. Athanasius lived in the 4th century. So, but what they've said is alluding to what Athanasius would definitely agree with. There you have a very interesting statement: equal to the Father as to his divinity and subordinate to the Father in his humanity. If you have Hindu friends, you will have, this is what I learned from my Hindu friends. Some of them believe in Vishnu's 10 avatars, 9 avatars, and the 10th is awaited. And I've often asked them, after the work of a particular incarnation was completed, what happened to that incarnation? They would normally say he became Vishnu back again, or they would say the avatar itself is Maya. But for us, the incarnation of Jesus is a permanent incarnation. For example, when you read Philippians 2, 9 and 10, you should not read it as Indians. You should read it as Filipinos. You know why? Because we don't name our sons as Jesus. But if you go to any place where Spanish and Portuguese languages are spoken, you will find that the whole place is crawling with Jesuses. So what Paul is telling here, God exalted him and given him a name above every name, that at the very human name of this particular Jesus, every knee should bow and every tongue should confess that this Jesus is the Messiah, to the glory of God the Father. So what you are seeing here is an emphasis on the humanity of Jesus. And please remember, same 1 Corinthians 15. You notice that it is through Jesus, the human being, that God has brought everything under his authority. That's what Paul is arguing here. Although that is somewhat extraneous to his argument about the resurrection, he makes it very clear. Let me also make another important point. When will the marriage, that mysterious union between Jesus and the church, be a compatible marriage? It is because the bridegroom is a divine person who has permanently participated in human nature. We are humans who have become permanently participants of the divine nature. 2 Peter 1:4. So it is a union between two divine partners, two human divine partners. So please remember, this is what I have now come to tell my fellow EU students, because Verghese Nainan and Michael are EU people. We do book study, but I've come to the conclusion that we need to do a more reflective reading of the Bible, which means even one book can throw light on another book. So we need to be able to see the big picture so that we are able to come to the right conclusions. But that is a very much needed statement that Paul makes, as I said, somewhat extraneous to his argument about the resurrection. But that's how he's building up to the final victory over death. Yeah.